Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
New on Curiosity Stream. With superior armies comes superior weapons. How has innovation mechanized the battlefield? From bullets to battleships and everything in between. It's machinery of warfare. Plus, from the gross to the gourmet. See how that in-flight meal lands on your tray table. On secrets of your airline food. It's all on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit CuriosityStream.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
That's news under the hour. From KISW in Seattle.
50 years of KISW.
New Nirvana, FM 100. KISW, the world premiere of Led Zeppelin's Coda.
I was a fan of KISW before I even walked in the door.
99.9. KISW! The mighty 99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle. A radio.com station starring BJ and Migs mornings.
Because, hey, at least once a day, you should experience a BJ.
You know, I'm ready for my BJ.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. I can't believe this, man. It was 10 years ago that Charlie Sheen lost his mind and went on his infamous hashtag winning streak.
10 years ago?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I remember when didn't he like show up to the Everett arena and did like a show there? I remember being so bummed I missed on that. He was supposed to call us the next day and he never did.
Oh, I went to that show.
You did?
Yeah. It was so bad. It was like watching a comedian that never hit the punchline. It legit, like he just kept going. I'm like, okay, where's the punchline? Because these are interesting stories. And then he just kept going. I'm like, well, I fell asleep.
That bad?
Yeah, that bad. I fell asleep.
But you were around greatness. I mean, at that time, was there anyone being talked about more than Charlie Sheen?
He says he still regrets it. And I still can't believe it was 10 years ago. We got a montage of the comments he made during this big meltdown phase.
People can't figure me out. They can't process me. I don't expect them to. You can't process me with a normal brain. I'm there to show others how it's done. It's not really rocket science. Sorry. Fuel of magic. Fools. Trolls. Normal people. People that aren't special. People that don't have tiger blood and, Adonis DNA. I am on a drug. It's called Charlie Sheen. It's not available because if you try it once, you will die. Your face will melt off and your children will weep over your exploded body. Too much. I've been riding it on a Mercury surfboard. Right off the bat, sorry. Epic behavior. This stuff's epic. I'm not going to say it wasn't epic. I'm tired of pretending like I'm not special. I'm tired of pretending like I'm not a total freaking rock star from Mars. Why? Because I'm a winner. Duh. Winning. Wow, winning. I call winner game over. Defeat is not an option. They picked a fight with a warlock.
A warlock. That one. I forgot that one. Oh, see, when are we going to play audio of him sounding crazy now?
Yeah, you're right. I thought we had the 10. Yeah, there's a new interview and he talks about the fact, Charlie says, I'm so glad that I traded early retirement for an effing hashtag. He said there was 55 different ways for me to handle that situation. I chose number 56. It was desperately juvenile. Charlie is almost completely inactive on social media these days. He tweets every once in a while, but he's never logged into Facebook or personally posted anything on Instagram. And Charlie says, quote, if someone wants to enlist my corpse at a funeral to TikTok, that's on them. But in this lifetime, that won't happen.
Wait, that sounds like the ramblings of Charlie Sheen from 10 years ago.
Yeah, right.
You're
really
enlisting his corpse to go to at a funeral?
I really wish we did. He would give us the audio for that. That's what I want. But he's developing a new show. Charlie's got a new show he's working on. And he says he hopes it'll make people forget about that time in his life and, quote, celebrate me again for what I actually do for a living.
I hate to break it to you, Charlie. I don't think anyone's going to forget what you did during that time.
No, not at all. Wow.
It did kind of hurt his career, though. I mean, I don't know the last movie that he was in or TV show, and I don't think anyone's really willing to give him a full-on chance.
Yeah, I mean, he got booted from 2.5 Men because of it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess, 10 years ago. Yeah, it makes sense. It was that long ago. Got booted from 2.5 Men. He had another show. I forget, was it
Anger
Fox?
Management.
Oh, that's what it was.
And it was on FX. So
we watched
close,
that.
Yeah.
That was a good show.
I mean, he had that for a couple years, didn't he?
Yeah, it's like, it's a dumb comedy, but my wife and I enjoyed it.
It made it to 100 episodes.
It made it to 100 episodes?
Yeah.
That's like 4 or 5 years right there. That's pretty good. I mean, so basically for the last, 5 years, what's he been doing? I guess.
In 2013, he was in Scary Movie 5.
Oh, well.
Okay, I take it back. He's clearly just killing it in the Hollywood
He was in
industry.
Machete Kills in 2014.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He had one scene in The Goldbergs.
Oh, well, he's had one scene in the Goldbergs. Yeah, I think, I just think that everybody knows that it was, there was altered fuel. And remember we had that one chilled version of Charlie Sheen? It was like, we know what that Tiger Blood version's like. They're very up and excited. I mean, I don't know if we still have that audio, probably not, but he was like, somebody saw him at a drive-thru or something, and it was like he was very high on something.
Yeah.
He was wicked low-key.
I don't know.
And we had never heard Charlie Sheen that chilled out, as if he's like, you know what, I'm going to try something else. Instead of tiger blood, I'm going to try, I don't know, really chilled animal blood, whatever a chilled animal might be.
Like tortoise blood?
Yeah, exactly.
Tortoise.
Or tortoise.
Tortoise.
I like tortoise.
Tortoise blood?
I'd like a tortoise, please.
Go.
Yeah. I like a little tortoise blood, please.
I need some tortoise blood right now.
Yeah. So that's it so Charlie Sheen, 10th anniversary of that whole crazy episode of his life.
Time
for a while,
flies, man.
Yeah, he was he had stuff going on. That's why, you know what, kids, those substances, they can really affect you no matter who you are. We got this 54-year-old dude who, his name is Donald. He's from Pennsylvania. And a few weeks ago, he reported that his car had been stolen, which always sucks. And the cops, I guess, they were looking around. They found it in the woods nearby. His vehicle had been set on fire, but the VIN number was still visible. Huh. So they were like, wow, this is really weird. Why would somebody just steal this dude's car and then take it to the woods and set it on fire? And finally, one of them were like, yeah, maybe nobody stole this car, because it's very weird that it would just be randomly taken, brought to the woods, burned. So they thought, hey, Donald, we got some questions for you, because maybe nobody stole your car, and maybe you're the one that did this. So they got a warrant. Started looking through his phone and internet history, and found out that before he called in the car theft, he'd searched for, quote, how to set your car on fire and make it look like an accident.
No,
well,
didn't do that.
Wow, you really can't search the internets anymore for stuff like this. They can figure it out.
Didn't he think that could quite possibly catch up to him? I guess he's an idiot.
Apparently not, no.
And why do you need to Google how to set a car on fire?
Well, I mean, and also do it so it looks like an accident.
Yeah,
that's
why.
Fair.
Yeah, that was
anyone can set a car on fire.
Yeah,
I mean, I call 911 to ask those questions.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hello, 911. Yes. I would ask it for a friend.
Wow.
Yeah. I want to make fun of this guy, but Steve, there was that time when I would use the internet and didn't know somebody else could see what I used. Like even the whole idea that you have a whole history that could be accessed with the web bar. I never, did that happen to everybody where you found that out and you're like, oh my God, you can see my whole search history?
Well, I found out my grandpa's interesting search history purely by accident.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Nah.
Yeah. Wow, Grandpa.
Yeah, no, dude, Rev, I'm with you. I remember one time visiting my family when they used to still live in Brooklyn, and went on my dad's computer, and how it will autofill sometimes on the history, and I learned rather quickly that my dad still likes to, be left alone from time to time in the office.
Okay.
Speaking of autofill.
Oh, man. And it took everything. There was that, you want to keep checking, but you also really don't want to know what thumbnails your father clicks on.
Unfortunately, I've gotten to see the thumbnails that everyone in my household has clicked on or been to, because for some reason this program, when you open up a file, like a picture file, it automatically opens up to a random thing like, hey, look at all the pictures in this folder. Well, it saved the cookies and data from every single website any of us went to. So MySpace at the time, whatever you Googled. and you could see pictures of all the websites, like different random thumbnails and clips. Sometimes it was just a logo.
Jeez.
And so I would periodically have to go through and delete them all because I'm like, those aren't the thumbnails I was looking at.
Wow.
So I know it was one of the two
they had
in
to
my
play
house.
the fun game of, is it my brother or is it my father?
I'm going to delete and not say anything to them, like a good daughter.
And we could have had that game on the air.
Well, mind you, this was like 15 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Before I was even here.
I was going to say, if that was today, that's on them. But, 15 years ago, we were all really new to all this.
True.
Yeah, so I think that's why this guy, it just took him a lot longer to realize people they can find out what you're searching for, sir, Mr. Set Your Car on Fire, make it look like an accident guy.
Well, I never even thought about the whole idea of them just being like, hey, we have a warrant to access your phone, which is just like, that's such a crazy thing to think about. Like, 20 years ago, no one ever even thought that your phone could help people solve crimes when it comes to how you search things.
Access your internet history. So now, I got to go to the library. The library's going to get back in style.
Set your car on fire, go to the library.
Yeah, if you're a criminal, go to the library and do all your searching, because they got the internets there and, it's not yours.
You have to steal someone else's card because in order to access the internet, you have to put in your card number before that's how you log in.
There's a lot of crime having to be committed.
Exactly. So
one crime.
You have to steal someone's library card.
I don't want to commit all these crimes, just one crime.
Boy,
I just want a better car.
Really. This is high maintenance. All I want to do is just bring my car to the woods and set it on fire. Now I got to go, what? Oh.
That's insane. It just proves you can learn anything on the internet. Like, I kind of want to search that, but I don't even want to have that on my computer.
Oh, no. Please.
That'd be the tamest thing you have on your computer.
That is very true.
Oh, yeah. See, that computer, if you ever leave the job, they're just going to burn it. There's nothing else they can do with that computer.
Stuff, yes.
It has. It's been around the block a few times.
That poor computer is just like, why can't I be in a nice office?
Well, it just proves you can learn anything on the internet. And
you can also be found out that you've learned anything on the internet.
Are you guys guilty of that? Like, I don't even read instructions anymore to anything I purchase. I just instantly go on YouTube to see if I can find a tutorial for the specific thing that I bought. And I've yet to fail with that. It's like child seat, how to properly put it in. I'm like, instructions? Who needs instructions? When I got Sally on YouTube telling me how to do it?
Yeah.
That seems safe-ish.
I guess if you've got the right model.
Looking back on it, maybe I should read the directions.
Yeah.
Maybe when it comes to child seats.
Yeah, because I did that too.
I read the comments and everyone says good things, so I think I'm good.
All right.
I remember watching one. I'm like, okay, we're going to do this. And then I went to, I think it was the sheriff's office. They tell you some, things you can and can't do. And basically what she did, you're not supposed to do.
Oh.
Like she was putting a towel underneath it, which is very not safe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
So I don't trust certain videos.
Oh, underneath the child seat?
Yeah.
Oh. I use a pan. So is that okay?
A pan?
A baking pan, yeah.
A pan?
Yeah.
A baking pan?
Yeah.
Not even what you...
I don't want to stain my seats. Come on, boys.
Good call.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Oh, I see. So a baking pan.
Right.
And that way, if there's anything tasty that falls in there, because you give her some good snacks... Well, I'm saying, you give kids snacks. Listen, Rev, let me tell you.
She gets the best snacks.
Yeah, Rev, you may never ever get to know this. I don't know, but Steve is going to in the next couple of years, understand that his back seat will be a petri dish of everything. When we finally get rid of our van, we said, we should clean it up before we trade it in. It was like a retrospect of every meal my kid ever had as a child. Everything was back there. Everything falls in it was disgusting.
Well, then it'll just be like father, like daughter, because the front seat, I'll find like a French fry. I'll find a lollipop. I find all the good stuff.
Oh, the
Halloween candy.
The only difference between you and your daughter is she's smart enough to know not to eat those things when she finds them.
But the lollipop's still wrapped.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, well, besides, Steve has a pan under his seat. He catches everything.
Thank you, BJ.
Yeah, it's all very, very, very good.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
50 years of KISW. Brought to you by Palace Law. 99.9 KISW. BJ and Migs, mornings, continues on The Rock. 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Let's talk about Scott. Scott, he's a plastic surgeon in the great state of California. And Scott had a virtual court date for traffic. He had a traffic ticket, so he had to go to court virtually last Thursday. And so when he showed up for this virtual court date, Scott, he was in the middle of a plastic surgery operation. And he said, oh, no problem, I can do this. Because another surgeon was there helping him. But the judge was like, what? What? You're doing surgery right now and you've got a court appearance? What are you doing?
I'm torn on this because I respect the time management skills, the way that this guy can kind of pull off both things at the same time, but also it almost feels kind of douchey, like he's above everything else. You know what I mean? Like I get that vibe of like, I'm a surgeon. I've got more important things to do. I'll just put you on speakerphone and handle this.
You're right. If he was more of a laborer, I would go, you know what? This guy has given up his body, just trying to get everything done and not inconvenience anybody. But I think, Steve, the fact that he's Mr. Plastic Surgery and what that entails and the clientele that he may have makes me think it's douchery. The judge himself, though, he was like, no, we're rescheduling. No, come on.
Hello?
Are you available for trial? It kind of looks like you're in an operating room right now.
I am, sir. I'm in an operating room. Yes, I'm available for trial. Go right ahead.
So unless I'm mistaken, I'm seeing a defendant that's in the middle of an operating room appearing to be actively engaged in providing services to a patient.
I have another surgeon right here who's doing the surgery with me, so I can stand here and allow them to do the surgery also.
Not at all. I don't think that's appropriate. I think I'm going to come up with a different date.
He's like, go after yourself, dude. Come on. You gotta
Wow.
at least go to the break room.
Yeah, that is really, you know what? That's douchey. I'm sorry, Steve. I'm going with douchey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But wouldn't it be awesome if like you get hit up with like jury duty and that now everything's done virtual for however long that's going to be and you can still be at work while you're doing jury duty?
Yeah, see, that would be, I think for a lot of people, that would be great because nobody wants to do jury duty. So, but if I could multitask it, sure. It's like,
you say nobody. There are people out there, BJ, that feel that that's like the coolest thing ever. I'm not one of those people. I know some people that are just like, this is my civic duty. This is something that I really look forward to doing. I'm like, well, why don't they just let those people, the ones that want to do jury duty, and just like cycle through them whenever their time is up.
I guess there's something about fair and balanced rather than just a professional juror. You know, somebody that's just like, right. Because the more somebody does something, the more they think they're an expert, and then all of a sudden they're kind of biased. They go, yeah, I've done 10 of these. He's guilty.
I feel like, though, it's more fair to have someone there that wants to be there. Because I'm like, whatever gets me out of this room the quickest is what I'm going with.
Yeah, Sarah actually she liked the idea that she had to do her jury duty. She was very excited about it.
Well, let's talk to Sarah, because I'd like to know why.
Yeah, let's get her in here. Yeah, she really, really was like, man, I'm looking forward to this. And I thought for sure I was going to see if I could come up with excuses for her as to why she couldn't do jury duty, but for some reason she was like,
she was all about it.
Yeah, she's not. You know what? I think Sarah's listening to the show on delay, so it's going to take her 30 seconds to actually get. Hello, Sarah. Somebody waved her in the room at least. Hello, Sarah. Come on, get in here, Sarah. Come on in here. We got to talk to you about jury duty. Hello, Sarah. You know, I don't know why I'm trying to yell through a soundproof booth, but here we go.
Well,
hey, it worked.
It works. Yeah, they're not as soundproof as you like to think, DJ.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Remember when we had coworkers in here and they'd have meetings and we'd hear them clapping in those meetings?
Yeah, we don't want to bring that up. That's a whole different story for a whole different gripe session. But ladies and gentlemen, Sarah is here to talk about jury duty.
Oh, Sarah. Because I remember she went. I don't remember why. I don't remember what the thing that was keeping her at jury duty, though.
Well, yeah, okay. I love jury duty. I love it.
I don't know if we want her being in charge of our future, but yeah, all right.
Thanks, Steve.
Sorry.
I think they chose me because I was so excited about it, and I was like, it's going to be like Legally Blonde. Like, I'm in the courtroom with the lawyers. Like, this is so cool.
Did you get a special jury duty outfit?
No, but I should have. But the whole thing was like a month, and my case was so boring. Like, I wanted some criminal crime case or something where there's like a guy in an orange jumpsuit and like handcuffs.
Right.
No, it was like about asbestos, and a bunch of old people were like getting interviewed. It was horrible.
Why did it go on so long?
I have no idea, but it was like 4 weeks of it every day from like 9 to 4. My jury members were like falling asleep. It was actually kind of a nightmare, but I would love to be a jury member for like a criminal case, like someone murdered someone or something.
So they could like create like categories for like jury duty people. Like they're like, okay, well, we have a criminal case of someone murdering someone. Look, there's Sarah. She's on our list. Let's call her.
I'm so in. Yeah. You guys don't think that would be a little fascinating? Just like be in the courtroom?
No, I don't watch those like true crime documentaries. I don't need to be there for one of them in real time.
Oh, I loved it. And then the judge, when the lawyers would just start arguing with each other, and she'd be like, sidebar, and she'd get like hella pissed and like pull him over and be like, you guys are totally going off track. And I was like, yeah, judge, you sexy. She was.
Did you say that out loud? Because I feel like that would get you kicked out of there. Wait, she was hot?
Oh, she was hot. Yeah, she was a female judge. Woo! And she wore whatever that like long robe thing she has to wear. Oh, I loved it.
Damn. Robes.
Like cougar hot or just hot?
No, she was like hot. I mean, she was like in her 40s or something. So she was like probably like MILF hot.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wanted her to, hammer me, if you know what I'm saying.
Judge.
Whoa. No, I don't know what you're saying. Please elaborate.
Yeah, please. Yeah. Explain that a little bit more.
I'm sure your dad would love to hear about this.
Hey, man,
So it was like, is Sarah on testosterone?
Yeah.
Hey, I love them all. Why not? Guys, girls, whatever.
Hey, one texter brings up a good point, BJ. That Sarah probably likes jury duty because she has a shot at seeing one of her exes, or maybe even two of them.
Wow. Also
honestly,
not wrong.
That is so true. I was like, man, I hope I don't know the person that's, getting sued. But then I wouldn't be on it because they kick those people out real quick.
I wouldn't want it because I've watched too many stories where, like, what if it is a big case with a mob person? And that means I'm one of those jury people that they go after.
See, we do watch way too many movies.
Yeah, I don't want any part of this.
They're going to hunt me down if I don't.
Exactly. I watch those shows. It's like, all the jurors, they're all gone and all the witnesses are gone. Everybody's gone. All right. Guess we got to throw it out of court. Oh, of course. Then again, what if they came to you and offered you money? Because sometimes that happens in the movies too, where they go, all right, listen, we'll offer you we'll take care of your family forever if you just vote the right way.
Everything is Goodfellas to you, isn't it?
Well, I mean, I did grow up in the Northeast, Steve. Isn't everything Goodfellas in the Northeast?
Very true.
On the day of your jury duty, you know the right thing to do. Otherwise, tomorrow, no more jury duty for you.
What?
And it rhymes.
Because that's what we want, is we want Dr. Seuss also to be a crime boss.
That's right.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
All right. No green eggs and ham for you, buddy.
Take care of your family forever. I wonder what that would entail. You think financially take care of the family forever?
I think keeping them alive probably is what they're doing.
That's not as much fun.
Yeah, it's like a protection racket. I mean, maybe they give you a little cash incentive to go, hey, here's a couple of bucks, and you know what? Your family's going to be healthy.
I thought taking care of the mob was like, taking care of them.
Oh, well, I think they'll take care of them one way or the other. I mean, you want them to take care of them the good way, but you're right, Rev. They can take care of them the other way if you don't do the right thing.
The right thing. Hey, the right thing.
Hey, how you doing? Hey. Well, there you go. Jury duty.
Hey, someone said, I've always wanted to be on jury duty and never have been called. I don't know why, but now being a paralegal, I've been in court on a capital murder trial before. It was creepy and it was exciting.
Oh, see, Sarah's her eyes just lit up.
Yeah, or like if you were like on like Ted Bundy's case or like O.J. Simpson's case or something, and then you could say I was a jury member there.
But when like the O.J. ones, like weren't they like kept like somewhere, like they were like sequestered and like they weren't even able to like leave any. Well, I guess it's just like
you're
being
stuck
during COVID. I mean,
the members were.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If it's a high profile case, they don't want you to go anywhere.
They don't want you to be like like swayed by anybody.
Oh, that makes sense. And that thing probably went on for a long time.
Do they have a jurors protection program like witness protection? Because I would think maybe, it's like some of those jurors, if they find out like some of the ones that really led the charge to get somebody convicted, because, sometimes jurors go either way. They go, I don't know. But then there's the one that, see, me, would you want to be a juror with me? Because we
No, it would never end.
Yeah, it really wouldn't.
I'd be like, I'm about to commit a crime against this guy that I'm on jury duty with. Oh, someone says, hey, guys, I was a lead juror for 2 years ago, for a stolen vehicle case. We found the guy guilty, and then they read my name in the court as the lead juror when handing over the verdict. Yeah, BJ, kind of scary, LOL.
Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about.
Can you ask him to have a fake name? Like, my name is Hugh. Last name, Direction.
Of course.
Okay, I mean, I think I would allow it just to see how the rest of the place really reacted to that. Yeah. Again, Steve, I think everything's got to be legal, which means fake names and aliases. I'm not sure the legal system.
Why did they do that? Why did they say the guy's name?
Yeah, I mean, well, I guess because it's the jury of your peers. You're supposed to. The idea is you're supposed to know who it is that is judging you.
And how do you get to be the lead juror? Is that like something like you aspire for, or is that like they just hand that to you? Or is it like an exit row sometimes?
You vote for the lead juror. And they actually originally made me the lead juror. They did.
What happened? That's a mistake.
I was really bad at it, and I was really good at getting sidetracked. And there was this one bitch there. Yes, I'm going to call her a bitch.
Oh, boy.
And she was taking it very seriously, and she had to get back to work and all. So she was like, I'm taking control. And I was like, okay, fine. I won't be the lead juror anymore.
Oh, she went all alpha woman on you.
Okay. She did. Well, but then you have to stand up.
But why did they think you would be a good lead juror? No offense.
Because I was the only one that was really excited to be there, I guess.
Then you stopped paying attention.
Sarah's good at throwing a party, so they just thought, hey, let's make it a party. She looks like she knows how to party.
She brought snacks. Of course she's the lead juror.
Yeah, really, though.
Here's your juice boxes, everybody.
That is
homemade
amazing.
Cookies. Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, there you go. One person out of everybody. There's nobody else in this room wants to be a juror, right?
No,
it's just,
no.
It's just, all right, it's just Sarah.
I wish I could be you guys if you guys ever get summoned. I wish I could stand in for you.
I'll let you pretend to be me.
Okay.
Grow a little facial hair and you'll be fine.
That would be. Oh, yeah, that's exactly all that has to be done. Yeah.
No one says, this is your civic duty. You have to do it. Cool.
Yeah, guys.
I feel like my civic duty is more to be in the exit row of an airplane. Like that, to me, that's something I can handle. I don't want to be in charge of someone going to jail or not. I'm not the right guy for that.
That's a pretty heavy responsibility.
I agree. I'm a hero.
Hey, it's also more legroom. That's why he's a hero.
Truth. Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. His civic duty is to get proper amount of legroom so that he doesn't have to be scorched in a seat. Oh, yeah, and I'll try to open this door if you need me to.
Just wake me up if things go down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, forget that. I didn't even think of that. We can never wake you up. They throw snacks in your face. They do everything. You're gone. Once you're gone on a plane.
Well, someone shakes me and says the plane's going down, we need you to be what you're supposed to be, I'll be like, all right.
We need you to be. It's going to be some moment. Steve, this is the moment we need you to be what you're supposed to be. And all of a sudden, here Steve gets up and starts wrestling everybody.
When they ask you are you able to do these duties, they don't ask you whether or not you're going to be sleeping at the time, just if you're willing to do them.
First, Steve I giggle when they say duty, and then I say yes. Yes, I am available to do this.
He just starts laughing. He goes, you said duty. And they go,
sounds about right.
Okay, we have a child in the exit row. This is great.
And then I grab my phone and I put on the hero song. You need a hero.
Is that what
I listen to it on repeat until I pass out.
All right, very good.
Oh, that's how
there we go. You know what? You are the hero we all need, Steve.
Thank you.
Yeah.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How do I figure out who my creditors are?
People a lot of times have had a long time of not having good credit and having collections, and so they're concerned that you may be concerned that you won't be able to find all your creditors if you file bankruptcy. How will I know which collection agency has my credit card bill from 10 years ago now? And that's something that's hard to keep track of because credit collection agencies transfer your debts all over the place. But we will pull all your credit bureaus, and by getting all three of your credit bureaus, we'll be able to tell who has your credit and debt now, which collection agencies have had it in the past, and we'll make sure that we file all your creditors when we file your bankruptcy so that nothing slips through the cracks.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.